Okay, so you have this amazing animated creature. Now it is time to give it an environment to live in. So first, let's go back to the unshaded view, and first let's import that tree that we made. So file, import FBX. Let's go to the tutorial or wherever you saved your tree mesh. So there's the tree mesh. You can click on the light and delete the light and the camera because there's an extra one. So now the tree is just in the animal, which I do not want. So I'll click on this, make sure move, and move the tree away. So there's a tree. I can click on the tree, Control C, Control V, and move it so that there's another one, you know, somewhere maybe behind the animal. So this makes the scene a little more interesting. And then I'll just add something for the animal to stand on. Except first, before I forget, if I go into texture paint, oh, good. So the tree's still all rendered. So sometimes you do have to repaint it, but this time, no. So I will add a plane for the ground. Move this down because I don't want it to be inside of the animal. Scale, I can scale up this plane for the ground a bit more. I'll scale this like here, and move this. Maybe I'll scale it like that. So now we're gonna go into modeling for just a tiny bit, and then sculpting. So click on modeling mode, and you'll see this is all just one giant square. But to make it more interesting, click loop cut. Then in this section, which is for the tool settings, number of cuts I'm gonna change to 100. So this will cut 100 times across the entire square. So I click here, that's 100 cuts. So it's divided into a whole bunch of squares cut this way. So now that's very detailed, but there is a reason. If you click on this and go into sculpting mode, now I can draw and I can actually sculpt this. First I want to turn off symmetry. I don't want any symmetry. I'll go into draw, and I can actually sculpt the terrain to be taller. If you've ever used Unreal Engine, this is kind of like the terrain editing. You can add hills, mountains, and things like that. And it all makes it very fun. Then after you've created the terrain that you want with the sculpt tool, then you can go into layout, right click, shade smooth so that it's a little smoother. Then go into texture paint. Actually, first I will go into UV editing, select all with A, UV, mark seam, unwrap. This might take a little while. Wait for it to unwrap. Oh no, did it just crash? Okay, so luckily that did not crash. I will clear seam, go into texture paint, and now I can actually create a color for this landscape. So I'll make it just basic ground, or maybe desert, or like kind of reddish. I don't know. Yeah, I'll do like sand or something. Then I'll select a lighter color, maybe less strength, so I can kind of paint this landscape a little. And now I have a nice little scene. So go to layout, click on look dev mode again, and press play. And you have a scene with your walking animal. Great job, you have completed the cube to creature tutorial.